Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Kelly's Plant-Based Guide to Eating Out. I'm going to be going through popular restaurants and telling you what I would order from a nutrition perspective and eating a whole food, gluten-free, plant-based meal. Today, we're going to be going to a restaurant that really eat this cuisine very often at all, but we're going to be looking at Mod Pizza. So this is a chain that is all over the US, and they have some options that we can eat, hopefully. So let's take a look and see what's on the menu. But before we get into the menu, actually, what am I looking for on the menu, and what am I basing my decisions on what I like and what I don't like on the menu? So first of all, we are looking for whole, nutrient-dense food. We don't want the fake meat and the processed foods. We want whole, rich, nutrient-dense, real food. Number two, we don't want any animal products, so no cheese, no dairy, no chicken, no beef, none of that. We're going to keep it vegan for the purpose of this. The next one we're going to be doing is no gluten, so we're going to keep it gluten-free. We're going to find gluten-free options. And we're also going to be looking for low to no oil, so we don't really want to be eating a lot of oil. We want to be mindful of the type of oil that we're eating, so we're going to try to keep it low to no oil. It's hard to be no oil when you eat out, so that's why we say low. And the last thing we look for is lower in fat. So we don't want to be eating this huge fat bomb when we eat out. We want to be eating something lower in fat. Let's take a look at the menu. Here is the Mod Pizza website. Let's go to the menu, and right off the bat, you get this, strawberry lemonade cake in your face, which is definitely probably not something we could eat, but let's see what we can do here. So we're going to have to look at the nutritional information to determine what kind of crust we're going to eat. Unfortunately, a lot of these places like Mod Pizza, Blaze Pizza, their cauliflower crust is going to have eggs and gluten or whatever else in it that we're not really trying to eat. So typically the cauliflower crusts aren't vegan, so you have to be really careful, because you would think that it would be. You're like, oh yeah, cauliflower, I'm eating this vegetable crust, but it's not. So we're going to need to look at that of these places. So we're not going to be eating any of these because we are staying away from cheese. So I don't know if any of that is really going to work for us. None of these. This pizza salad we could definitely do, depending on the type of crust that they have. So we're going to need to dig into the information, but I like this pizza salad, you guys. That's actually not bad because it doesn't have any cheese. I mean, we wouldn't put any cheese on it, but we just basically just put a salad on top of some bread. So if they have a decent gluten-free bread, this could be an option for you. Salads. Oh, yay. This place has salads. This is great. So I would definitely go with create your own salad. I really like that because you could just kind of pick whatever toppings they have there. I love this. You keep it, dairy free. I wouldn't go with Caesar because Caesar, again, will have the cheese in it, the croutons, and the Caesar dressing, which is typically not vegan. So you want to stay away from Caesar salads. The garden salad could be okay. I want to dig into the ingredients and the nutrition on what is in these dressings. The Italian, I don't really like that one because it's got Parmesan, it's got salami. There's some chickpeas. You could get it without the meat and the cheese if you really wanted to do the Italian. The Greek one, you would get no feta. I'd have to look at the tahini dressing that might have gluten in it. But yeah, they have some decent salad choices. You could probably see if you could just mix all of them together. Can I have everything you have in there and build your own salad? You could definitely kind of build your own salad, which would be really good. I like that. That's probably 100% for sure what I would do, because I don't really like eating gluten-free or gluten bread really at all. It makes me kind of feel just, so I like eating just fresh, whole, nutrient-dense food, and that would be a salad. So I do really like that. What is this? Crust. Okay, so they do have the gluten-friendly, they do have cauliflower crust, so we're gonna have to look at that. But look at this, holy crap, 710 calories for a gluten-friendly crust. The sauce doesn't tell you if we don't really want any cheese. Some of these times, they do have a dairy-free cheese. I don't love dairy-free cheeses. I don't think they taste very good, especially when you're getting them out in restaurants like this. They're not typically made in the back of the restaurant. They're, from a bag, and they're not that delicious. Meat, anchovy, yeah, they don't plant-based. So they have the fake meat here, which we don't really go for, but they do have quite a bit of vegetables here. We would say, no croutons, hot pepper. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I would just kind of pick everything, put all of this stuff in a bowl. Man, this is actually one of the better restaurants that we've looked at so far, which is really interesting. I want to look at some of these sides. The cheesy garlic bread is definitely not for us. That sounds like a stomach ache waiting to happen. The no-name cake, although no, it doesn't really look that good. It's got buttercream. So buttercream is definitely going to have dairy in it. Beverages, we kind of stay away from beverages because we really don't want to be drinking liquid, 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after our meal. We want to give our body that optimal digestion. So we really don't want to mix beverages in with our meals. Here we go. Let's look at the allergen information. This is what we want to look at. All right, so the gluten-friendly crust would be the only one that's actually gluten, although there's no gluten in the cauliflower, but there is milk and eggs, and we stay away from milk and eggs, so we're not going to do that. But there is canola and olive oil blend. So that's not the best because we really do want to stay away from canola oil, but I mean, it's a blend. So this would be like a treat, I think. If you really, really, really were craving pizza and you're like, I really want pizza, this crust isn't really that bad with the ingredients. I mean, it's all whole food ingredients. There's no chemicals in here. You can pronounce every single thing, which is great. Would I eat this? No. But other people, plant-based, this isn't a bad option really at all. I have eaten it before. I've definitely had this pizza before. But as I've gotten cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, it just doesn't really fit in my diet. So as far as the sauces, you can do the barbecue sauce, the oil, we don't really want to do the oil. The red sauce is good. A lot of these are great. The chili red sauce is good and no white sauce. As far as cheese, yeah, so look at this. Look at all of these natural flavors. There's like a chemical name, like I can't pronounce half this stuff. So this is, I wouldn't go for the dairy-free cheese. If you're trying to stay really whole food and whole without, because look at this, it's expeller pressed canola and or safflower oil. That is hydrogenated oils. That's not really something you really want to be eating. So I would probably stay away from the dairy-free cheese and get a pizza with no cheese. Honestly, if you really wanted to eat here, you would be safer eating the gluten-free crust than this dairy-free cheese, I think. Croutons, obviously, you can't eat croutons. And I'm curious about the sauces. So you could do a balsamic fig glaze. You can do the barbecue swirl. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff. You can't do the pesto. You can't do the ranchera sauce, which is kind of obvious. Salad dressings. I don't know why there's a star. Highly refined and not considered to be an allergen. Maybe on the balsamic. So the olive oil is a good bet. Your lemon vinaigrette is a really good bet, but you do have canola oil in it, which kind of sucks. I don't really like that. Look at this. You got natural and artificial flavors in your red wine vinegar. Man, there's a lot of crap in here. I would honestly probably just do like guacamole. Is there avocado? I bet there's avocado. Maybe there's avocado. If they have avocado, I would definitely try to do avocado and just do that as the dressing, but I don't know. I think I went too far, right? Yeah, I went too far. Yeah, these dressings. Oh man, there's way too much in here. So maybe you would do a little drizzle of olive oil and see if they have any lemon or lime. That's honestly what I would do. These dressings are pretty not the best. So soybean oil, yeah, it's hard for me to recommend any of these dressings, so I don't think I really would. I would say bring your own or just simplify it and use a lemon. All right, so on the more stuff, we can't really do any of this stuff because it's all the crap that we don't eat. Tomato basil soup has milk in it. The minestrone soup has a lot of chemicals in it. This is not something we want to put in the body. Beverages, desserts are definitely not anything for us at all. So looking at Mod Pizza's menu, it does have some really good options. I would be going towards the salad if I wanted to stay healthier. If I wanted to stay raw, you can definitely do that here. You go towards the salads, you would bring your own dressing, use the lemon lime on that. If you really wanted to treat yourself and have a pizza as a plant-based pizza, I think this is a great place to do that and get the gluten-free crust. You are going to be eating a lot more calories, so be mindful of that because that crust was like 700 and something calories. So be mindful of what you're putting on there, but you're not going to put the cheese on there. The sauces were decent. So this is a place that you could treat yourself to if you really wanted to and not really be eating too many chemicals or be eating too unhealthy. So Mod Pizza, a great place if you are plant-based. All right, guys, take care.